What's up, guys? So here's a flower I sketched out really quick, and I'm gonna show you how I color the petals. So it took me about 2 minutes. Sorry for my hiccups. It took me about 2 minutes to sketch it out. So what I'm gonna do is color these petals. I'm taking this dark red, and see, these two petals are laying on top of this petal. So since there's two petals on top of one, that's going to create a shadow. We're putting paper on top here. See? You see the shadow of the paper? That's basically what the flowers are doing, or the petals. So see, there's a different color, and then you put a paper over and it turns slightly darker. So that's what you want to do with these, okay? These, if they're on top, the bottom is darker, okay? So we add a little bit of the dark red. Okay, I'm not going to do too much right now. Not a lot of pressure. Still going lightly. Okay, after that dark red, I'm using, can't really see there. It's a different red. Okay. From there, I'm switching to pink. This time, I'm doing a little more pressure. Very, very little pressure still. But little more pressure. Than the first two layers. Now notice I have these open spots. Though I'm adding white. And I'm letting the white blend into it. Okay? Okay, now it's kind of going to where I want it to be. So, in order for you to make this darker, you add black, but very little. Okay? Okay, see? So now I'm going to go back with that first layer. So that's that first red I used, that first dark red. I'm layering that. Okay. Now, I'm going back into my lighter red. And I'm adding a little more pressure. Okay? So it's okay to go over your colors. You don't want to be like, oh, I already colored that, I gotta stay away from it. No. The good thing about these Carbothello pastel pencils is you can get a lot of layers. I mean, it'll take a little bit of practice to kind of get used to them. Add some pinks. And if you want, you can use just a regular white charcoal. Pick some spots you would like your highlight. You know, after looking at so many different flowers and drawing them a bunch, you kind of get an idea of where the highlights will go. And see, notice I already added black, but you can add a little more, darken it up a bit. And you'll pretty much repeat that same step over and over on the other petals, see? Once you start adding the same technique to all of them, it'll start to pop more. Okay? Once you do the background and you start adding the leaves and adding color to the leaves, everything comes together. So if you're doing a piece and you're like, oh wait, it doesn't look like much yet, don't get discouraged. Keep coloring around it. Once you have it all done, then you can go back and clean it up and see where you need to make adjustments. But for now, this one petal is done. I will do more instructions and time lapses on how I do this flower, and I will do full-length videos on coloring. Okay? Enjoy.